Hey Bremerton, Josh Farley from the Kitsap Sun. I'm out at Redwood Plaza tonight, right beside Highway 303, to take you inside the 17th brewery to open here in Kitsap County, to go with 5 stories tonight on this week's edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. Stick with us. Welcome back to this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast, sponsored by the Admiral Theater. Story number 1 this week, Dan and Megan Cronenberg have opened the 17th brewery to hit the shores of the Kitsap Peninsula, pouring 18 different kinds of beers in this very European-style brew hall in Redwood Plaza. It's a shot in the arm for this little pocket of East Bremerton, which is seeing more and more businesses open.
Definitely just a big, like an indoor picnic area. Kids, families, grandparents, whatever, just a gathering space that happens to make really good beer. Mostly I focus on the lager beers, but I do a whole assortment of English styles, American styles, just passionate about beer and getting people together and hanging out.
This part of Bremerton, there was nothing like that here. You have to go several miles either direction to get to another brewery. And this is our community, this is our village. You know, our kids go to swim team down at Olivas. This is where our kids will go to high school. We're essentially an East Bremerton family, so I know all of our friends are, and so we knew that this was an untapped potential area.
Story number 2, up the road in Silverdale, burger lovers rejoiced earlier this month with the opening of a Five Guys Burgers and Fries, one of the hottest national chains in the nation. You can almost smell those fresh burgers and that peanut oil fries, can't you?
I think it's just a good quality. It's like a hamburger you'd get, from grandma a long time ago. I mean, it's just, the buns are great and fresh, and, we don't have any freezers.
I can't get over the community, how much we love this place, and we're just so happy to be here, back here again.
And we used to be stationed here from 91 to 94, and we started doing Five Guys after I retired from the Navy. And so we've been looking for almost 3 years to find a good spot in Silverdale. So we couldn't be happier, and it's really turned out well for our first day.
2 chocolate shakes with or without whipped cream? With whipped cream.
Story number 3. Have you ever walked out of your house doing an inventory of those personal essentials? Keys, wallet, and phone? Well, Bremerton native David Olivas actually wrote a song about that, and then so did Adam Sandler on a special that aired on Netflix recently. He wondered if he was an inspiration to the longtime comedian.
Before I leave my house, check for my I ask myself where are my
it was kind of a lighthearted thing where it was actually this rhyme that I already had to remember my stuff. I'm sure like lots of people do. You got little, devices to help you remember things, and you can change it don't have to be about weed. You can change it. My wife says phone, purse, credit card. You can make it however you want it.
I got my rhyme and it goes.
There's elemental differences in lyrics, and the verse are different, but at this point, it's gone pretty viral. Thousands and thousands of people across the country agree it's a really similar sounding song. I've been really, again, it just circles back to me to being really gratified and humbled by the amount of people that care, that would go to bat for me, that would defend me.
Story number 4 today. A new spread of murals can be found bordering Puget Sound Energy's substation at the corner of 10th and Warren Avenue. Some of the most talented artists came together to beautify what was once a drab fence.
I'd say this is an innovative project for a utility because it embraces art on our existing infrastructure. And so what we had here in this area was an area that we had seen a bit of graffiti over the last few years. We thought, let's innovate a little bit and work with 4 local artists in Bremerton, and let's see what kind of success we can bring about.
Story number 5. Have you been hearing the hammering going on down by Lions Park? Well, the city of Bremerton is constructing a new outfall for a sewer treatment plant that only operates about 10 times per year during major storms. But the plant isn't functioning well because the pipe is small and in some areas is clogged. However, in order to even get to the pipe, crews have to actually build an entire chamber within Puget Sound to get around the tides in what is a $2.3 million project.
This is an old treatment plant site, and the outfall originally was constructed as 20-inch cast iron pipe constructed in 1947, and then there was an extension to the outfall with 36-inch concrete pipe in 1972. And then the diffuser at the end of the outfall is actually full of gravel. So it's really impacted. It's probably got a third or half of the capacity that's supposed to have. So we're going to remove the old diffuser and put a single point diffuser on, and we're going to replace most of the 20-inch pipe with 36-inch concrete pipe. And after we do all that, we should have the 20 million gallon a day capacity that we need from the plant.
And finally, what's on tap for your weekend? Sponsored by Silver City Brewery Tap Room. This weekend marks Tradition 7, the biggest hip-hop festival of the year here in Bremerton. It'll take the stages of Dog Days Brewery as well as the Roxy Theater on Saturday, November 17th.
I grew up here and I want everybody that's growing up here to check this out. This is something that I really am passionate about. If you want to experience people from out of town dancing and that has experience of popping, breakdancing, house music, anything from that nature, you're gonna see what's going on. I think it's a great way for Bremerton to see these kind of things because it's more of an arts and craft kind of feel.
That's it for this week, Bremerton. We'll see you next time.
You got that